So basically what I want to show right now is the performance of this 1070 Ti overclock, 2600 overclock. Here are my settings. What you want to do is max all these out, uncouple these. This is the highest core clock I can get. You can look up a GPU overclocking guide. For your memory, there's a certain point where increasing memory no longer results in more performance. So this is the highest I could get it before I started seeing a leveling off. So don't move it too high because you could be risking some stability and some temperature for nothing. Set your fans however you want. I have mine pretty high. I don't mind the noise. I have headphones on. Higher is going to be better. Is a 1070 Ti Mini by Zotac. So here's my processor. I overclock this. Aftermarket cooler, you need that. Anyone will do, anyone that works. This is my overclock. Make sure your voltage, so basically you don't want your voltage to go over 1.375 on Ryzen 2000. I have it on load line calibration 2, so it usually doesn't hit this much. I don't have it on my on-screen display, but monitoring it, I just have it on here, so if it ever needs it, it can boost up for a second, but it didn't really say it's at 1.375 with load line calibration 2. MST off. Some games this helps, some games it doesn't. Overall, for your system, it's going to help. For Fortnite, I have found it does not. My memory, this is overclocked from, so you double this for your DDR. So I have 3200 overclocked from rated at 3000. I had to boost my latency a little bit, but the offset, it's like the same latency, but Ryzen likes higher memory speed, so I found that it helps. Your models may vary. Just make sure you're careful on all these voltages. Maybe if you can have a small cast latency boost for a good memory clock boost, I would go ahead and do it if you have Ryzen. It seems pretty good. So basically, we're gonna be in Team Rumble. So if you've seen in the background, I've been over 240 on average. With OBS, it'll give you 260 in the early game, depending on which place you're at, how many builds there are. This is gonna go down over time because this game's primarily with these settings CPU bound. So you see now it's dropped now that we're on more players. So all my settings are on competitive. So I'll show it to you in a second. So basically, everything on low. What I want to show you too, or actually here everything's on low except textures. Textures is an issue of how much GPU memory you have. So if you look up my memory usage is so low, you don't have to worry about. If you have high memory storage, high GPU memory, like 8 gigabytes, turn this all the way up. If you're on 4 gigabyte, your miles may vary. I do want to show, this game is CPU bound, so here's proof. I'll lower my resolution. Look at my FPS is about 150 right now. With the lower resolution, it's still at 150. Oh, I actually went up. Oh, it's because I'm falling down on the ground. So if we look at it right now, it's let's see, around 200. Yeah, around 200. Now let's go back to 1080. Yeah, so you see there's no change either way. Even when you, like quadruple the GPU usage. So it's all about your CPU here. So if you've got a 1070 Ti, or you'll get my usage up there. Specs somewhere around there, you don't really need to worry about your GPU. You're going to have to worry about your memory and your CPU and try to boost its performance. And you can look at the percentages too. CPU's at 90% or so, 94. In a perfect world, the bottleneck would be obvious. It'd be at 100, but Fortnite doesn't quite use it all. So basically, we're in Team Rumble because this is the best way to reliably simulate in-game. Because there's a lot of players and a lot of builds in a small space. So you see, my frames are going down, especially this building is like one of the worst. And remember, you get about a 10% because of OBS. So But this building's like one of the worst on the map, so this is kind of like the worst case, because I think Team Rumble ends up, without the moving circles, ends up getting more builds in one place, which puts more strain on the CPU. So this is kind of like the worst case of competitive settings, what a scrim would be like. I mean, unless you're in like professional level stack lobbies where there's 40 people in a circle this size. But here, how many people in this game? 25. So there's more builds, less players, so there's a little bit of a offset. You see kind of spinning around here. It's in 140, 160, 180, that kind of range. Mid 100s, which is about what I feel. I'm on a 240 hertz monitor, so I didn't really want the 240. You can't really get it in game. Maybe if you upgrade your processor, you can probably get up to 200 here. I'm not sure how high like off the line to go. So some of my videos preference. I have a G-Sync off. Then I have the input booster thing on Ultra. I can't remember the name of it, but I found those lower my latency the best. I would recommend G-Sync and V-Sync, for that matter, off for everyone if you don't mind the way it looks. Technically, it makes it look a little worse because it gives you more screen tearing, but I don't really notice it. Some people do, so it's a preference thing. And then some of the others, all your graphics settings kind of become preference at this point, but I don't mind the ugliness. You see, I'm still getting, even as the game's going on and more stuff's getting built, FPS is kind of holding pretty steady. So especially if you have one you could be running in games at full to match your refresh rate without having to worry too much. Here with the 240, you lose a little bit, but if we kind of go down and a little bit less loaded in, because some in games you're not really looking around like that, something like this. So we see we're probably about 20 more on average, 70, or fighting a little bit. So 180 if you're like in the house, if you're in tunnels and stuff, you're not over the world as much. Especially for, I'll say this too. This is kind of like the worst case scenario, in game, a lot of people, a lot of builds, in like box fights and stuff, you're holding a pretty constant 240 on this, but a lot of the time you're in this game, so it does make those more enjoyable. There's people who say you can't see over 10 hertz, I don't know, 10 frames per second. I would definitely say there's a huge difference in this game, 240 and 44 hertz. If you have the money, or you can scout out a good deal. I got my 240 for 175, I think, which was 10 more than I spent on my 144 hertz before I upgraded. So, I think it's worth it. There's a certain price to performance consideration there. You don't want to be spending, $100 extra, or I don't know. It's kind of deep. I'm saying there's going to be probably it's objectively better. So the price point is personal. So here we have the FPS going down a little more. Looks like we're about 10% less, or not 10 frames less than we were before. So, usually in Team Rumble, people kind of congregate over one area. But we have building. So now looking at all this and the building, we're kind of going down to 130. This building is the worst case on the map. See, and then even then after a second, but if you look here, the frames and a lot of player buildings, because that's more of a different presentation. So let's see. So like if we're let's see, we want to do some tunnels. Yeah, so you see it. I mean, it's gonna go down a little bit. But we're back to 180. So really, the bottleneck is that the CPU. I think a lot of people have left this game too, so it's going a little slow. So I might not go to the end of the video, but so yeah, like I mean, you could be box fighting and still be at 180 or so. So you're not at the max of your monitor. You're gonna have to get a better CPU if you're going to be getting 240 pretty reliably. With because really, I'm not sure how good of a it's on competitive settings in any game for that matter. The frame rate, high frame rate, is going to be more CPU dependent. So you're going to hear online that GPU, buying a GPU is more for gaming, which it is if you want to play like on ultra settings. If you just want high frame rate, you want a good CPU. And I would recommend Intel's going to be better for higher base graphics. That's part of the reason I disabled multi-threading earlier, because it lets me bring up those base clock frequencies, which gives me more FPS. Because most games aren't taking advantage of all the forms. I mean, all of them are every form you use, they're just the game. So I don't need I need 6. So, if you're looking into buying one or you want to see how these do, I'd really recommend overclocking too. Overclocking the CPU especially, you don't even have to the CPU, you know, it's that's just how it's going to happen. That's how it's going to work with high frame rate. You know, a lot of people on these Reddit stuff, you know, they don't play competitive, so they don't really care about, that's why they always recommend GPU. They see people who don't really know what they're doing, saying this is my first computer and help me, and they're saying, well, put as much money towards the GPU. And well, that's not necessarily true. You know, 1070 goes for 200 or so. I'm not really sure, you know, but it's not too much. You can probably get 1060, $50. And that, you know, that's gonna run this game pretty good. And then you can get a better CPU and a better CPU cooler. You don't need to go water cooling, you know, it's all, that stuff's kind of optional. But, you know, $50 CPU cooler, or maybe up to $80, and then Intel chip $200 or $300. That's what you want to be looking at. I spent $200 on this CPU. I mean, the Intel's, I think it's $220 for like the similar tier Intel chip. And, you know, in hindsight, I don't know that. You gotta spend more on the motherboard too. But you know, you don't need to go all out. When you want high refresh rate. So but then remember that all this information is kind of for competitive settings in any game really. I'm not, you know, some of the like if SMT helps more in other games, I'm not as sure. So here now we're kind of like on high ground, you know, we got some buildings. And we're still at 160, 150 pretty reliably looking around. Now I can notice that my game looks worse, you know, spinning around and hitting those lower frames. But I mean, it still looks pretty good. I mean, you're still at 240. You're still getting improvement over what you set up. And yeah, so this game is going slow. Usually they're faster. I guess not much people quit, so maybe it'll get a little bit worse here if there's more people congregated. We have a lot of builds and not a lot of people. But you know, with OBS, we should get 10% more frames or so. So I mean, you can kind of take that into account. So I guess I could have tried to. You know, it's really situational what your FPS is. I will say early game though. You're hitting 240 in most places, you know, retail road that are full of complicated buildings or big buildings, or and in box fights and in like smaller people modes, zone wars, you know, you're getting 240 pretty reliably. It's pretty nice to play on. I definitely prefer it to frame rates, and you get less input lag too. That's something that people won't really talk about, but I keep finding it uncapped all the time in this game. There's been tests online where people use cameras and other tests input lag in this game, and it's been better with frames uncapped. You know, mathematically it makes sense too. The more frames you have, the faster it's gonna be, but that doesn't always end up happening in reality. But here we have, in this game at least, uncapped is gonna be better. It's gonna put more strain, you know, on your temperatures and all that. But it makes it work better. Yeah. So I mean, also I should say on this I have all my like window settings and all that, like high performance. Pretty much every performance booster you can do, you know, you pretty much every single one of them I've done to this. So it's pretty maxed out for frames. So here's the game's basically over now. We're not gonna get a whole lot more building. So here's like, say this is kind of like worst case scenario. You know, even if we're still hitting 150, flying around. Even when we land, there's no people over here, so that's boosting the rate a little bit. So you're probably getting 150 or so, you know, in game, running around here, fighting or whatever. So yeah, even then, back it's 240 down here. You know, maybe you're box fighting, you're still getting all that boost. Maybe you have a better processor, you can be hitting 240, you know, in these box fights in game. I think pretty easily. So that's the end of that.